Hey church, I wanted to just quickly jump on here and let everybody know what's happening with our church online, especially for those that have been in our services and kind of just wanting to keep up with sermons and things like that. I know I have a lot of questions about where we're going with all the online content, and just quickly wanted to let you know what's happening. So we are moving away from doing church online in this format like I'd usually do once a week, preaching the sermon here in my lounge and giving it to you guys. Just simply because we feel like it's kind of in the middle of no man's land at the moment. It's not really the best experience. I think a lot of the time it's actually a bit boring and kind of hard to watch the sermons in this format. Obviously talking to camera is difficult. We're not kind of in our normal live experience. And we just kind of felt like we can do a lot better with this. And so what we're doing is we're actually going to be moving away from doing this to having an audio only podcast that we're going to record live at our services, and you'll be able to get onto Apple Podcasts and download that every week. We'll be uploading that to the podcast. So every week after we record it on a Sunday, we'll make sure that we get it out to the podcast, and you'll be able to sign up for that there. At the bottom of this video, if you look at the description in this video, we're going to send a link to our Apple Podcast. The first sermon is already there. It's the new series that we started called Pray First, about 3 weeks ago, and we are going to be catching up to make sure that there's no break in the sermons. I know some people have asked, they said they've missed 1 or 2 weeks, or they've been really enjoying the series. They want to go back and listen to them. They will be up there on the podcast. We've had quite a lot of technical difficulties, both in recording these messages and in getting them on the podcast and making sure it's all working, but we are getting to the end of that now, so don't worry guys, we will catch everybody up and make sure that we've got a full archive of all the messages that we've been doing. But first prize is always to be in the room. If you're able to be in the room, that's really, God is just doing the most amazing things in and amongst us in PMB, and we're just blown away by everything that's happening there. So we'd always encourage you to try and be there. But if you have to miss a Sunday for whatever reason, we will get them on podcast. So link down in the description below to the Apple Podcasts. You're able to listen to that while you're running, exercising, cycling, whatever you're doing, or while you're driving in the car. So in some ways the podcast is actually quite a cool benefit. And again, because they're recorded in the service, it'll actually feel like you're there rather than doing it in this format. So we really hope that's going to work for all of you guys, and we really hope that you get a lot out of it. God bless, and we'll see you soon.